so just like addicted, so attached to my phone, specifically scrolling on my phone. I feel like this week I've really enjoyed making more time for some crafts and for cooking and reading. Hello friends, welcome here or welcome back to another video. Recently I've been feeling so just like addicted, so attached to my phone, specifically scrolling on my phone and short form kind of videos. So this year I'm going to try and kick that habit, and one of my vices is scrolling on my phone first thing in the morning. So right now it is about 7:15. I've made myself a little coffee and I am just enjoying this morning in a local park, and I can just say immediately I feel so much better than if I'm at home. Just, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but there is so many beautiful birds singing. It feels amazing just to feel the sun on my face and be surrounded by all this green, and there's just something amazing about morning sunlight. So I'm gonna finish my coffee, enjoy a little walk, and then we'll go and get some breakfast at home. Back home again with my breakfast right in front of me, but I wanted to quickly show you the book that I'm going to be reading for at least the first part of this vlog. We'll see how far I get in it. So I just finished reading Tom Lake by Anne Patchett, which was such a lovely kind of reminiscent book. It was just so full of exploration of love and family and memory and youth and kind of just finding yourself in a more ordinary place and it being for the better. But anyway, I am pivoting quite a lot in tone and starting to read The Secret Service of Tea and Treason by India Halton, which is the third book in this kind of series that she's been doing. It's very silly. The tone that she uses is quite funny, but like, you know that she's trying to be funny as she's writing it. I find it quite an endearing series, and I also really like that the plot is never too heavy. It's never too much to kind of get into. I just think it'll be the perfect book to kind of pick up and read whenever. So I started reading this last night. I'm just over about 20 pages in, so I'm gonna read a little bit more of this and enjoy some breakfast. And that sounds so much more inviting and welcoming to me after my lovely morning walk than scrolling on my phone for 10 minutes. So I'm going to do that now. following evening. I just got back from work. I didn't do a very good job of filming last night, nor did I do a particularly good job of not scrolling on my phone. I will admit that I had a pretty exhausting day at work yesterday and I succumbed to the scroll, and I'm not proud of it, but it's okay. We move along with the day. So today I really tried to start the day with good intentions. As much as I enjoyed my walk yesterday, this morning I was just really feeling like a little bit more time in bed was what I needed. And I was craving a cozy morning in my dressing gown. So I ended up flicking through a magazine whilst I had my breakfast instead of scrolling or watching YouTube or something. I think part of what I enjoy so much about being on my phone is the different subjects that you encounter in the short space of time, and I feel like a magazine kind of fits that bill. Like, you're flicking through and looking at really nice pictures and reading little articles, and yeah, it was a really nice way to start my day. And now I've come home, I'm just waiting for George to come back, and we've both had interesting days, shall we say. Not the best of days, not the worst of days, but we're just feeling a little bit bleh. And so I thought that I might do a little bit of baking. So whilst I'm waiting for George to come back, I'm thinking I'm gonna whip up a very quick and simple chocolate cake. Yeah, I just thought it would be nice to have a little sweet treat to make the evening a little bit more fun. And I love doing baking, but I definitely treat it as like a daytime hobby. I never think to do it in the evening. And this is just one way that I won't be scrolling on my phone. And at the end, we'll get to eat a slice of cake. And then I think this evening, we are either gonna watch a little bit of a TV show we're loving called Shrinking, or we are gonna try and start a little book nook corner project that we got gifted. We'll see which one we feel in the mood for. I will clarify as well that when I'm talking about reducing screen time, I'm specifically talking about scrolling on my phone on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, that like instant gratification that you get from scrolling on your phone. That is what I'm really struggling with. I really do enjoy, me and George both enjoy sitting down at the end of the day and watching an episode of a TV show that we're really loving, and we're really good about not just like binge watching loads of TV. So I feel pretty good about maybe watching an episode of something tonight, or we might just get lost in the book nook territory. I'll see where our brains are at after we've had dinner. But yeah, that is the plan for this evening. For right now, I'm gonna go and try and whip up this little chocolate cake before George comes home. Hello friends, happy Friday. I didn't film yesterday because it was so much of the same from the previous couple of days, but today is Friday. It's a day off that I have from work. The first day after my longer stint at work, talking to lots of people, is always the day where I succumb so easily to being lazy and scrolling and just like brain off vibes only, you know what I mean? I do also really look forward to my lazy Friday mornings every single week. So I have treated myself, I've indulged in a lazy morning in bed, but I feel like now I'm ready to begin my day. I've just showered and put on a cute little outfit, very colourful, very springy, because I do feel like I need a little bit of extra joy in my life today. I mentioned in a couple videos back this idea of spending time alone and how much I love spending time alone, but that, you know, from time to time we can all feel lonely, and the past probably week or so I have been feeling a little bit lonelier than normal. And today I woke up and I felt lonely. I felt kind of sad this morning. So I treated myself to a cozy morning in bed. And now I feel ready to take on the day a little bit it is just gone 12:15. And although there's a part of me that thinks that's too late in the day to be starting your day, I'm gonna tell that little voice to pipe down, because you can turn your day around at any single point in a day. So I need to do lots of chores around the house today. I'm staring at a huge mountain of laundry to this side. I'm sitting in an unmade bed and our kitchen is looking a little worse for wear. And I just want to show you something that I think is so precious. I feel like the luckiest girl in the world to have found a life partner, to have found George, who just gets me and understands me, because we recently decided that we wanted to make a cleaning schedule. And this man sat down with me and went through and made a perfect cleaning schedule. Then he went to work, printed it, laminated it, and has been slowly working his way through all these tick boxes this week. And I haven't done a single thing yet. I just really wanted to share that with you because I think George can be so precious. These are the kind of romantic gestures that no one tells you about that just make adult life so much better. So whilst I wait for my hair to dry, I'm going to go through a few of these things on the list and tick them off so that I feel like I've contributed to the household this week, and we will go about our day from there. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That took so much longer than I was anticipating, but it feels really good to get a bunch of jobs ticked off my to-do list in the flat. But I am craving a little walk outside. I'm craving some time in the park specifically. I really want to go and just see some trees. I'm looking outside right now. It actually looks pretty breezy today, so I'm thinking I might just swap my lovely flowy skirt for something a bit more structured, just so I'm not, flashing everybody that I walk past on the way there. But yeah, I think it is perfect time for a little walk out and about, and then we'll come home and see what we want to do for the rest of the afternoon. All ready to go. I am locked in to listening to A Tempest of Tea as my audiobook at the moment. I'm not super far in, but so far I'm enjoying it. I'm liking the premise. It's got some vampires in it, which I haven't read like a book with vampires in it for a long time, so that's fun. I really like this idea of, instead of it being a speakeasy bar, it's with tea. I don't know, it's got this really endearing quality to it, but I'm enjoying it so far. So I'm going to head off on my walk and listen to my audiobook, and I will meet you back here in a little bit. Just getting ready to make a start on dinner. We are going to have a very simple dinner tonight, I think, but we'll see. I just texted George to pick up some more veggie sausages because we actually only have 3 left, and I don't know if that's quite enough for both of us to have them tonight, but I'm thinking some veggie sausages, some roasted veg, and I'm craving cauliflower cheese, but we don't have cauliflower. We do have some broccoli, so I think I'm gonna get started making broccoli cheese, and that can pop into the oven with everything else once George is home. Working on my sauce while the oven heats up. George is on his way home with sausages, and we're going for some roasted carrots. I'm gonna pop some celery in the oven and see what happens, and we've also got a red pepper to roast. I'm wondering if I want to do potato. Have we got potatoes? Let's investigate. I think we have sweet, yeah, we have a sweet potato. Maybe I'll do that though. It is about 2 p.m. on Saturday. I've had a really nice morning with George. He's just headed into work now. He's got an evening shift today. So it's just me now. We went for a lovely longer walk this morning, which was so nice. It is quite overcast today, but it's still bright, and all of the blossoms are starting to come out on all the trees. So it was a really, really lovely way for us to spend some time together, just walking and chatting. And then we came back, had a coffee together, and then I've just made and cleaned up some lunch for us as well. So now it is time to get into anything I want to do this afternoon, and I'm only going to show you a couple of clips from what I'm doing this afternoon because I am actually filming this for a completely separate video that will be coming in, I want to say like a month or so. I'm really excited about the video. It's kind of a fashion themed video. I'm DIYing a lot of kind of spring and summer clothes. So you can look forward to seeing it on there, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of embroidery this afternoon. I haven't decided which t-shirt I'm going to embroider yet, but I'm going to embroider one of these, and I'm really looking forward to just chilling out and doing that. And I think I'm probably gonna watch some YouTube in the background. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after that, so we will see where the afternoon takes us. So I've got my design on my embroidery hoop on my t-shirt. I'm gonna pop some YouTube on in the background and make myself a cup of tea and enjoy my afternoon of embroidering away and making something beautiful to wear.
There's a push and there's a pull. There's a new moon and then it's full. The tide will rise and rise until it falls. And there's a rhythm to it all. There's a you and there's a me. There's a pattern in the chaos, a current in the sea, and there are times I wish I had a
Oh, it's perfect. I love it. I think it's so cute. I've just put it on because I wanted to show you guys as I do a little outro for this video. So as I said at the very beginning of this video, my intention for this week was to just diminish my screen time, but specifically to diminish my scrolling randomly on my phone screen time. And I do think I've done a really good job at just kind of starting to rewire my brain into that not being my default mode when I want to shut my brain off a bit. Obviously, this is something that isn't going to be completely fixed overnight. It is something that I'm going to have to probably continue practicing for a few weeks, but I just wanted to bring you along for, I suppose, the beginning of this little journey, and yeah, maybe inspire you to take a step back from your phone if you feel similarly to me. I feel like when we spend so much time on our phones, it can really impact how we view the world and how we view ourselves, and what we have in our lives. And I know for me personally, I was really starting to feel a lot of anxiety about kind of where I was in life, kind of my personal relationships. I was depending on it in a way that felt really unhealthy. Like when I felt overwhelmed, I would go to my phone. When I felt bored, I would go to my phone. When I wanted connection, I would go to my phone and I would scroll mindlessly instead of reaching out to a friend or a family member or anything like that. And so I think it's just been really helpful this week to remind myself of the things that I actually enjoy doing, which isn't always just engaging with ideas about the things I like in a short form content way. I feel like this week I really enjoyed making more time for some crafts and for cooking and reading and just spending time with George. Last night we played video games together and we haven't done that for, I want to say, like over a month now. And granted, it wasn't my favourite game to play, but it was still really nice to spend time with my partner instead of just both of us sitting next to each other on the sofa scrolling on our phones. So I've definitely found the past week really beneficial to me and my mental health, and I would really highly encourage you, if you're feeling a dependency on specifically like TikTok, Instagram and YouTube, those short form content videos, if you're feeling a real kind of dependence on them, to maybe just try and take a little step back and try and fill those spaces with other things that bring you joy. So for the remainder of my day, I'm gonna admire this adorable little t-shirt that I've made. I'm gonna try and finish editing this lovely video that you are so kindly watching, so thank you. And I would also really love to finish the book that I'm reading. So all that's left to say is thank you so much for being here, friends. Take care, and I will see you very soon in another video. Goodbye.